Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Retro and welcome to my weekly video game finds part 99. Before we get to the games, I want to talk to you about the next video, because after 99 comes 100 and I don't want to let that milestone go past without anything special. First of all, I'm gonna do another giveaway, because I have over 6,000 subscribers now and it's the 100th weekly finds video, so that calls for a celebration, and that video will be coming in the next few weeks. But the video itself, will I just show the games that I get that week just as normal, or I was thinking maybe doing something like my best finds, my top 5 or top 10 of my best finds over the last few years, together with the price and where I got them. I want to hear from you guys what you think is best. So a special video just showing my top 10 finds over the last few years and how much I paid for them, or just a regular finds with the games that I bought that week. In video 100, if I don't do the top 10 thing, it will be the games that I got at the retro convention in Apeldoorn. So there will be probably some rare stuff. But then again, if I don't show them in that video, they will be shown in part 101. So just let me know what you think, or if you have a better idea, feel free to let me know. So this week's games, I bought someone's SNES collection, as you can see, and there's a whole lot of games. These are all cartridges, and I have a bunch of complete ones coming up later. First is a fire converter, then some NTSC games that he played with that converter, Run Saber, Cyber Spin, Super Widget. If someone talks about widgets on the phone or on a tablet, etc., I always think of this guy. I didn't really like that cartoon. It was quite annoying. Then Toys, Batman Returns, and Pit Fighter. Then Paul, The Incredible Hulk, FIFA 96, On the Ball, Donkey Kong Country, Arcade's Greatest Hits, Atari Collection, Striker, Asterix, Smurfs Around the World, Super Tennis, World League Basketball, Virtual Bart, NBA Jam, Barkley Shut Up and Jam, Aladdin, Street Racer, Bulls vs. Blazers, Tiny Toons Buster Bust Loose, Super Soccer, Pierre Le Chef Goes Out to Lunch, Kickoff 3 European Challenge, Arkanoid, Star Wing, Hockey, Super Hockey actually, Super Adventure Island, Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse, Fever Pitch Soccer. I had never heard of that one before, but it's not rare. Clay Fighters 2, Kaifje in Tibet, which is Tintin in Tibet, Bubsy. I didn't know there's a Bubsy part 2, by the way. I found that out when I was looking at Bubsy. Pilot Wings, and then the last few are Super Mario World, Mario All-Stars Mario World, upside down, Rise of the Robots, another copy of Super Hockey, The Smurfs, and NHL 96. Like I said, there were also some complete games, nothing super spectacular, but some decent games, and some really shitty ones. Jurassic Park, Kickoff 3 European Challenge, Super Tennis, NHLPA Hockey 93, Smurfs Around the World, Tintin in the Prisoners of the Sun French version, Kickoff, Spin Dizzy Worlds, Prehistoric Man, which is a really cool game. I played that a lot as a kid on PC. Jam It, Daffy Duck the Marvin Missions, Arcade Collection, but this one is sealed, but the seal is in not too superb condition. As you can see, it's quite loose. Not even sure if I can call that sealed. Then the last 4, Zombies, Dino Diny's Soccer. I had never heard of that one before either, but apparently it's not that rare. Virtual Soccer, and Lion King Dutch version. So I'm back from the convention in Apeldoorn, and I'm gonna show you guys what I found there. First up, one loose NES cartridge, Donkey Kong. Got more loose cartridges coming up, but this is a normal PAL cartridge. For the Mega CD, Sonic CD came with a bunch of other games that I will show you later. 3 CDI titles, Mutant Rampage Body Slam, Space Ace, Daimo's Quest. Then for the Sega Dreamcast, Sonic Adventure 2, Shenmue 2, and Shenmue Part 1. Then PlayStation 1, Crash Bash, Spyro 2, Gateway to Glitter, Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 9, Suikoden, G-Darius, and Kula World. Kula World is quite a rare, is not the good word, it's very uncommon. There are a lot more rare titles, but it's also very in demand because it's a really cool puzzle game. Tried this a couple of times, played about halfway through. Really cool, intuitive puzzle game. At the convention there was a guy who had a whole bunch of Game Boy cartridges. One special non-fake Game Boy cartridge, Toxic Crusaders, quite a rare USA title, but also a lot of pirated ones. This is Super 70-in-1 with one of those cool buttons on top that lets you reset the Game Boy. This one has one of those same buttons. This is 8-in-1, Super 64-in-1, Super Color 20-in-1. Then we have, let me bring them up closer because it's hard to read this far away, 32-in-1, another 32-in-1, and this is 16-in-1. So they're all pirated Game Boy cartridges. I want to talk to you guys about the issue of orphanage. These are orphans. Normally I don't pick them up because I have boxes and boxes full of empty boxes, which are called orphans, by the way, if you didn't know that. But sometimes they're worth picking up, especially at a great price. Wetlands, this game didn't really ring a bell for me, but yeah, the box art made me buy it. Fallout, of course, one of the best RPGs out there, and I just need a disc to make this one complete. Mortal Kombat 3, my favorite Mortal Kombat, and Tombi for the PlayStation 1. It does have the front, does have the manual, does not have the back, and no disc, but hey, it was free, so you're not gonna leave that behind, do you? I'll let you guess which is the last one of this pile. For now, the first one is Mysteria Realms of Lore for the Sega Saturn, Zelda Ocarina of Time complete in box, and Zelda Majora's Mask complete in box in great condition. And in case you didn't see it, last one was Carmageddon, the Max Pack. But again, no keyring. Still looking for the keyring. This is something I had never seen before, but apparently the Angry Video Game Nerd recently made a video about this. I need to check that out because I haven't seen it. But this is a Tiger R-Zone headgear. It's still new in the blister. This is your controller. This is the game, Zorro game. And basically this is translucent, so you see through it. And the game gets projected on there, at least if I understand this package correctly. It looks horrible. I think, yeah, I haven't watched the episode yet. I'll go watch it, and probably it will be a horrible piece of shit, but it looks amazing. That's the single reason why I picked it up. It looks so cool. If you've ever seen this before or played it, let me know. I'm really curious to know if this is any good. Like I said earlier, that Donkey Kong wasn't the only NES game I picked up. On the right you see a pile of NTSC sealed games, and on the left is a pile of Color Dreams, Bunch games, etc. Unofficial, Wisdom Tree by the way is also there. Unofficial Nintendo NES games. So first the sealed ones, gonna be careful with those because as you can see, sealed and all in mint condition. So that's Defender 2, Road Blasters, Hudson Hawk, Circus Caper, Classic Concentration, Total Recall, and King of Kings. This one isn't sealed, by the way. This is just complete in box. Then for the cartridges, a bunch of these are the Bible games, just as the King of Kings that you just saw. This is Journey to the Promised Land Exodus, Master Chew and the Drunkard Who, Robo Demons, Bible Adventures, and then we have Silent Assault, Captain Comic, and Galactic Crusader. The thing is with these cartridges, they can either be blue or black, and that can make them really common or really rare. I'm not into this stuff enough to know if the blue or the black one is the hard to find one, so that's the reason why I just picked them all up. And I'll find out later if I bought the good ones or the bad ones. Before I'm going to show you these rare PlayStation 2 games, you see in front of you here I have something super special. It's, yeah, I can't believe I finally have this. It's just so amazing. Yeah, man, come on. Who doesn't want to have this? It's Major Morgan by Play School. I have no clue what it does. You need to put in batteries and this thing slides in. That's what I found out. That's how far I got. And then it's supposed to play a song, I think, and maybe press buttons. I honestly don't know. Oh well, actually I think it's green, 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 brown. Yeah, gonna actually try this out if I can manage to get this open because the little closing lip broke off. But yeah, I got that really cheap and I just thought it was a cool thing to show. If you disagree, just let me know. Xenosaga Episode 2, Jenseits von Gut und Böse. Sealed. It's supposed to be the worst game in the series, and it's the only one that we got in Europe. So Xenosaga 1, no. Xenosaga 3, no. Xenosaga 2, yes. Why the hell do you give us the middle episode? That's ridiculous. Dot Hack Infections Part 1, Shadow Hearts Covenant, and then one of the games I consider the rarest PlayStation 2 game, and I know someone watching this is now gonna cringe. Space Channel 5 Part 2. This is an incredibly hard to find PlayStation 2 game. Why it's this rare, I don't know. This is a spare copy, so it's up for grabs, trade or sale. A friend of mine works in a game store and they were dumping their PC inventory, so I decided to pick that up. Virtual Fighter 2, Arma 2, Arcania Gothic 4, SBK X Superbike World Championship, another Arcania, Return to Castle Wolfenstein, Command & Conquer Saga, Bioshock, Need for Speed Shift, Wolfenstein, Sims 2, Knights of the Old Republic, Call of Duty World at War, another Wolfenstein, Max Payne 2, Resident Evil 4, Dawn of War Collection, which I'm probably keeping because I liked that game, Aliens vs Predator, Star Wars Battlefront 2, also a really good game, another copy of Call of Duty, Burnout Paradise, Batman Arkham City, actually playing this on the PS3 right now, GTA San Andreas and Vice City, Call of Duty World at War, and Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Then I got another box numero 2, Sims 2, Diablo 2 expansion, Dawn of War Retribution, Star Trek Online, Alone in the Dark, Need for Speed Shift, Fallout 3, The Pit and Operation Anchorage, Football Manager 2011, FIFA 11, Lost Crown, APB, All Point Bulletin. I believe this game was really bad. I thought it was hyped and then it turned out to be really bad, not 100% sure. Halo 2, Arkham City, Wolfenstein, Resident Evil, GTA 4, Front Mission Evolved, Command & Conquer Saga, GTA 4, GTA San Andreas, Bully, Halo 2, Bioshock, GT4, Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows Part 1, Rome Total War, another Arkham City, Oblivion, Ibiza Baitwatch. Wow, that's a keeper. Looks horrible. Then we have another copy of Sims 2, Grand Theft Auto 2 and GTA London, Atlantis 3, World of Warcraft 3. This is Frozen Thrones, the expansion, Battlefront 2, GTA 4, Call of Duty, Aliens vs Predator 2, Call of Duty 2 and Fallout New Vegas, the Ultimate Edition. So now that we've had all the stuff from the Bonami convention, it's time to show the rest of the stuff that came in this week. And this is video 99 and it's a worthy predecessor to the milestone 100 because I got a lot of stuff in. PlayStation 1, Nintendo 64, some PC stuff. Some stuff I got at the Firstlook convention, which was the weekend after Bonami, which is like last weekend if you're watching this video now. And also some stuff I got from a friend that cleaned up his hobby room, and it's some really strange Commodore 64 stuff that I could use your guys' help with. So first PlayStation 1, and all the games you're gonna see now were extra. These are all extra catch. I bought this set for 2 specific games, and the rest was all extra, and the price I paid for the entire set is less than the value of only one of those 2 games. So these are really cool extras. Tekken 2, Europe Racing, The Next Tetris, Populous the Beginning, Wipeout Part 3, so it's Wipe 3 Out or Whip 3 Out, whatever. Atari Anniversary Redux, Air Combat, Space Invaders, Test Drive 4x4, Gran Turismo, Ubik, Anna Kournikova Smash Court Tennis, Spice, Sheep, Jurassic Park Warpath, Pink Panther, Ridge Racer, Micromaniacs, Xena Warrior Princess and Pitfall 3D. Then another pile of extras, and then we're gonna get to the last 2 games that it was actually about. At the bottom of this pile we have the 2 games that I bought the set for. South Park, True Pinball, Battle Arena Toshinden 3, Dodgem Arena, Ridge Racer Type 4, Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit, Monopoly, Strikers 1945 Part 2, Test Drive Part 6, Jungle Book Groove Party, and here we have them. So the first one is VIP Ribbon, really special music type game where you can add your own CD and the game just alters the gameplay according to your music. And the last one, a really rare one, Team Buddies. This is only the first time I have this game. I have a double. I have it in my collection, but this is the first double I have, and means it's really, really rare. Really happy to finally have one double. As you might know, if you've watched my videos before, Nintendo 64 is by far my least favorite Nintendo console. I can only name about 10 games that are really worth playing, in my opinion at least. And as a collector, I'm only looking for 1 or 2 more titles to complete my set. But I got offered a set of Nintendo 64 games, some cartridge only, some boxed games. I have a couple more boxed there, and the set was just too interesting to let go. So first the cartridges: Zelda Majora's Mask, Excitebike 64, Diddy Kong Racing. Then we have Rayman 2: The Great Escape, which in my opinion is a great game, Super Mario 64 and Super Smash Bros. And this last one is a bad shape condition of Lylat Wars, which is Star Fox 64. Then complete ones: Gex 64, Enter the Gecko, Robotron 64, Pokemon Snap, which I will be keeping because I don't think I have it, Bomberman Hero, doubting about this one because, yeah, big blemish here, but I don't have it, Zelda Ocarina of Time, and Rampage World Tour. Then another pile of complete ones over here. There we go. F-Zero X, cool racing game. Mario Golf, Banjo-Kazooie, Paper Mario, first part in the Paper Mario series. 007 GoldenEye, of course, world famous shooter game, first person shooter. Donald Duck Quack Attack, and the last one is Banjo-Tooie. So that's a really nice set of N64 games, but again, not my favorite console. Like I said earlier, I had a friend who cleaned up his hobby room and he came across some gaming stuff, and he knows I'm kinda into gaming. This is the last Club Nintendo that actually survived. The rest was probably thrown away, he thinks. Then there's an Atari Flashback console, and the thing he used as a a lunchbox, and it's a Super Mario Land Game Boy cartridge case, but the inlay is no longer there. And there's also a lot of Nintendo Power stickers added to it, as you can see. And he also came up with a lot of Commodore stuff, and to be honest, I have zero is maybe too low, but I have very little knowledge on the Commodore 64 front, and if you guys could help me out with what this stuff is, I would be really thankful. I'm not a complete blank when it comes to Commodore stuff. I have seen this before, the power cartridge, which is just a tool to have printer, backup, reset, etc. That's also what it says over here. Never used it, I never used the Commodore, but I've seen this before. But this, it's Sequential Circuits Model 64 sequencer. It's probably for connecting your keyboard, MIDI keyboard, but I cannot find any information on this. Same goes for this one. It's a SP5100 by OM or DM, and it has an U and an L. But what it does, I honestly have no clue. And my friend got this from his uncle and never used it, so he has no clue either. Same goes for this one. Although, yeah, it says Digi-Drum, so it's probably for connecting a drum pad. And this is where it goes into the Commodore. But again, I have never seen this before. This is the Commodore 64 itself. I have seen that before, and it has one of those really old cool retro keyboards that just have way too much spring action in them. The keys are way too heavy for my taste. Then 2 chess games. His uncle liked chess. And here are a couple of 5.25-inch floppies with all kinds of homemade stuff on it. All kinds of games probably, but these are all copies, non-original. Chess Tournament 1987. I was 2 years at that time, so I didn't play chess. Some small box PC games with hidden underneath them a Super Nintendo, in case you didn't see. Alpha Centauri Planetary Pack, which has the expansion, Black and White, the 11th Hour, Armed and Dangerous, Lord of the Rings, War of the Ring, Dungeon Siege Part 2, and Max Payne Part 1, one of my favorite PC games. And then there's the Super Nintendo control set, which is the pretty much most simple version you can get with only one controller. A small selection of my favorite cardboard pieces, big box PC games. We have Delta Force Part 2, then we have Triple Action Volume 2, which comes with Mega Phoenix, Battle Tag, and Skrillex. I have never heard of this, but it looks really old, so definitely worth checking out, at least for me as a collector. Earth 2150, Road Rash, Mist 3 Exile, Metal Tech Earth Siege, Rally Championship, Ultima Online The Second Age, and Games Pack with Drakon, Rollercoaster Tycoon, Wild Metal Country, Toka 2, and Silver. Some more big boxes. Battle Isle Part 1. This is actually for the Amiga, I just noticed, so it's not a PC game. Rage of Mages Part 2, and I have about 100,000 copies of Part 1, but I've never seen one of Part 2. Didn't even know there was a Part 2. Then we have Vicious, which contains Resident Evil 2, Carmageddon 2, and Unreal, so 3 really good games. Outpost, Mech Commander, that's the first one or the only one. South Park Official PC Organizer. So this is not even a game, this is just an organizer. What kind of junk did we get back in the day, right? Dementia, which does ring a vague bell for me. Not sure why I know that. And Iron Assault, and that's a release by Sold Out, which are actually very ugly re-releases because they have those really ugly just a sleeve and a disc which has Sold Out all over it. This is one of the ugliest re-release types in my opinion. The last 3 before I have one more, but that's a special one. Dungeon Keeper Gold is also a re-release, and then 2 of those ultra big boxes, double boxes. Mech Warrior 2, Carmageddon, MDK, and Interstate 76 in the Action Hall of Fame. And this next one is upside down. It's Too Good to Be True, the best of Sierra. It has Ultimate Soccer Manager 2, Earth Siege 2, Caesar 2, 3D Ultra Pinball 2, and NASCAR Racing 2. Actually not sure if there is a 3D Pinball Ultra 2. Maybe those 2s are just added to because of the Too Good to Be True. I've never seen this set before, but yeah, those are not really my favorite Sierra games, so it's definitely not too good to be true for me. Before we're going to close off with the regular stuff that I personally bought for my own collection, I'm going to show you the stuff I got at the Firstlook convention. I was there at the Magic's button stand and we did a retro roadshow where people brought in games they had, and we told something about them, and also actually kind of guessed what they were worth, and we had some amazing stuff come in. People came in with Suikoden's rare SNES games. Probably the best thing that someone showed was a complete in-box Mega Man 5. He didn't know what he had, but he walked away a very happy man. What I bought for myself is this Logitech F540 wireless headset. I had a headset for my PC, but that wasn't good anymore. This one also works on PC, then it's not wireless, but that's not a big problem. But I just needed a new headset, and it's a cool extra that it also works on the PlayStation 3, but that's not my that's not going to be my main use. Then there's the Luigi mustache. You can put this, you can click this on your nose, and you could get on a photo with Luigi. And I actually had Luigi standing in the back of me when I was playing the Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze demo level that you can see on YouTube also. Then I also had a chat with the guys of Age of Gaming. That's the network that I'm connected with on YouTube, and they gave me this really cool Age of Gaming t-shirt. So that's a nice extra I got there. Before we get to my new additions, I almost forgot about this one, and that's not a game I should forget about. It's the rarest in the Elder Scrolls series, and it's in absolute immaculate condition, really nice condition. This is Elder Scrolls Legend Battlespire. It's a spin-off from the main series, so it's not part 2, 3, 4, whatever. But it's definitely the rarest and really a gem in the PC big box collecting community. So really happy to have an extra of this one. So we've reached the stuff that I'm gonna be keeping, and to be honest, there's nothing super spectacular in there. There were some spectacular things earlier in the video, but those are all things I already have. So for my personal collection, I do have some nice things that I was looking for quite a while, but nothing extreme. Also, I want to tell you that this week I will be doing the retro giveaway to celebrate my 100th video coming up, and also reaching the 6K subscribers milestone. So be sure you stay up to date on that and reply, and you have a chance on winning really cool games. And there's also going to be a very special item I'm going to be giving away in cooperation with Magic's Button. So stay up to date on that. First we have Xenosaga Episode 2, the sealed version for my own collection. Then Parodius for the Saturn. I already have this, but mine is not complete, and this one is complete, so I can change that. Then we have Darius Gaiden, one of the last shoot 'em ups on the Saturn I was looking for, and I always love shoot 'em up games. Then for the Sega Mega CD, Time Gal. This actually looks like quite a horrible game, but for some reason Mega CD is really, yeah, I can't really explain, but I really like collecting Mega CD games. Well, there's only a handful of really good titles, but the thing that there are not that many titles around also makes it easy to collect for. And then the last one, a PlayStation 1 game I didn't have, Cleopatra Fortune. It's actually upside down in the inlay, but this is a puzzle game, and yeah, I didn't have it and it looked quite funny, so that's the reason I bought it. So I hope you enjoyed watching this again, and like I said, stay up to date on the video coming up next week, where I'm going to give away some really cool retro items, and of course video 100 next week. And I want to hear from you guys, what kind of video do you want? You want to see the stuff that I bought that week, or my top 5 or top 10 of the best finds I had over the last few years? Thanks for watching, subscribe to me, and like me on facebook.com/drretromd. Hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.